Drama is nothing new to the reality TV industry, but every now and then something happens that puts the cast and fans in utter shock. All expectations have been shattered by the most recent explosive scene on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, which has ignited social media and caused fans to wonder about the fine line that separates entertainment from genuine emotions. Imagine a slap that echoed well outside the room, a heated altercation, and unspoken grievances pouring over. What would have caused Spice to respond so strongly? We are about to enter the heart of one of the most talked about altercations in reality TV history, so buckle up. Every violent altercation has a backstory of unresolved tension, and this one is no different. We must look at the many facets of Spice and Jasmine Washington's lives and occupations in order to completely understand the depth of their disagreement. It's clear that Spice, the dancehall queen and global music sensation, has been negotiating a minefield when you consider the complicated dynamics of the Love and Hip Hop cast, a group renowned for its fiery personalities and frequent arguments. Despite her difficulties, she has been walking a tightrope a lot as she balances her rigorous music profession with personal issues. Her emotional resiliency has suffered as a result of the constant pressure to succeed in a male-dominated field and the unrelenting scrutiny of reality TV. Jasmine Washington, whose name has come to represent controversy ever since she first appeared in the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta scene, is on the opposing side of the argument. Jasmine's caustic tone and unrepentant manner have made her a contentious figure. She has a reputation as the cast's resident troublemaker, which some people also adore, whether it's because of her past problematic relationships or her tendency to meddle in other people's affairs. Spice, who was already struggling, became more and more irritated with Jasmine's provocative actions. Spice, however, seemed to enjoy making Jasmine angry and never wanted to back down. With every episode that went by, their encounters became increasingly acrimonious due to miscommunications, unsafe complaints, and the need to keep their position in the spotlight. This was a powder keg that was about to blow up, not merely a personality conflict. Here's a thorough account of how a lighthearted remark escalated into one of the most startling confrontations in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta history, one that would leave cast members and fans in amazement and make everyone wonder what the price of reality TV stardom is worth. Drama is what reality TV is all about, but even by the norms of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, nobody saw this coming. After weeks of simmering hostility, Spice and Jasmine eventually erupted in a confrontation that startled fans and other cast members. The cast had assembled in a stylish lounge in Atlanta for what was ostensibly a standard get-together. Drinks were flowing and discussions were rambling, yet there was a palpable tension in the air. While the rest of the group exchanged awkward glances, Spice's demeanor darkened swiftly when Jasmine made what appeared to be a casual comment regarding Spice's music career. Not everyone can stay relevant forever. Her tone was oozing with subtle venom. The comment felt like a direct assault on her legacy for someone who has put in countless hours to uphold her status as a world-renowned dance hall star, and Spice never shied away from defending herself when called upon. Other members of the cast tried to defuse the heated situation, but their efforts only served to exacerbate the situation. Then, without warning, Jasmine quickly walked into Spice's personal space and leaned in to make another scathing comment. Spice's hand sprang up, shocking the entire room with a smack. "At least I have a career to talk about. What do you even do besides stir drama?" Jasmine replied. Jasmine clutched her cheek in surprise as she stumbled back. This episode was particularly explosive because of how fast it went from an apparently innocuous remark to a physical brawl. Jasmine's first comment was mild, but it challenged Spice's identity and worth, who was already under a lot of pressure in both her personal and professional lives. Jasmine, however, appeared to enjoy the mayhem. Her propensity to incite cast members for dramatic effect contributed significantly to the situation's escalation rather than its de-escalation. This altercation marked a sea change in the group's chemistry, not merely a theatrical event for the cameras. The slap had a profound impact outside of the lounge, igniting heated discussions about respect, loyalty, and the thin line separating exploitation from entertainment among cast members and fans. The cast's initial responses vary from shock to dismay. While others remained motionless, uncertain of how to respond, others, like Erica Mena, hurried to tear the women apart. The producers stepped in quickly. Social media was ablaze with responses, jokes, and contentious discussions as word of the brawl spread. As a result of the opinions of fans, reviewers, and even casual watchers, the dispute became a hot issue that took over timelines for days. The rest of the season would be shaped by the incident, leaving viewers to debate whether reality TV can ever go beyond drama to dysfunction. Platforms to share their thoughts, such as Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. The reactions were as passionate as they were divided, with many fans cheering Spice on and supporting her for taking on what they saw as Jasmine's unending animosity. On Twitter, one user posted a gif of Spice's well-known stage appearances, while others backed Jasmine by saying that physical reactions are never the answer. Know how incendiary they are. After reading an Instagram comment that generated a heated stream of reactions from impartial observers, Spice completely lost my respect. While Twitter threads analyzed every second of the conflict, from the initial remark to the aftermath of the slaps, TikTok producers reproduced the scene with exaggerated flair. A split-screen picture of Spice and Jasmine with the tagline, "When you're just trying to sip your drink and chaos erupts," was part of one meme that went viral. It was accompanied by photos of shocked cast members. Instead of picking sides, fans concentrated on how entertaining the drama was. The incident spurred a broader conversation about the morality of reality TV that went beyond memes and hashtags. Shows such as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta were criticized for their excessive emphasis on manufactured drama, often at the expense of the cast members' relationships and mental health. A debate concerning whether the show's atmosphere promotes conflict for the sake of entertainment impact on the actors was sparked by a widely shared tweet that asked how far producers will go for ratings. Hands express when words cannot. Supporters also voiced worries about Spice and Jasmine, speculating about how the cultural repercussions would have been exacerbated by the demands of being in the spotlight and balancing complex personal relationships. Others drew attention to the poor portrayal of Black women on reality TV, claiming that these kinds of instances perpetuate harmful stereotypes and that we should be represented more accurately. According to a widely shared Instagram post, the actors in the program were seriously impacted by the social media backlash, which was not just a fleeting trend. On their separate channels, Spice and Jasmine both made remarks, with Spice expressing sorrow. Jasmine, meanwhile, accused the program of fostering a toxic environment while defending her right to self-defense and playing the victim. It remains to be seen if this would ultimately calm the backlash or stoke the flames, but the producers, who were facing mounting criticism, promised in a statement to address the event in a future reunion show. For the actors, the social media flurry that surrounded the altercation was a spectacle that would last long after the cameras stopped filming, and people's thoughts on the slap that the altercation was only the beginning of shook love in Hip Hop Atlanta. It also spurred a flurry of public declarations and introspection. Both Spice and Jasmine took to social media to give their versions of events as tensions between them grew, allowing followers to see their unfiltered feelings and the aftermath of the fight. In an emotional Instagram live, Spice, who is renowned for her fiery demeanor and unwavering confidence, surprised fans with a sincere statement. She began her speech solemnly, sometimes under strain, yet her voice was colored with a mixture of remorse and frustration. Accumulates, and you make choices you're not happy with, and I'm sorry for that. Spice clarified that Jasmine's comments had set off a chain of events that led to the confrontation, which was the consequence of weeks of stress. She emphasized the importance of respect for one another and boundaries, even though she did not defend her actions. Many of her admirers were moved by her candor and applauded her for taking ownership of her actions. The sentiments of hundreds of followers were reflected in a comment from one follower. However, Spice's apologies in a series of Instagram stories did not change Jasmine's reaction. She presented her point of view, emphasizing that an apology would not atone for what had occurred and that words alone would not suffice. Writing in a belligerent tone, Jasmine continued to criticize reality TV culture, suggesting that producers may have been controlling the scenario behind the scenes. She claimed that the show's setting had led to the altercation and that it set us up for failure. Additionally, she bemoaned the public's mixed responses, stating that this isn't about taking sides, but rather about realizing that no one ought to endure verbal or physical abuse. Fans debated whether Spice's apology was genuine and whether Jasmine's demands for more accountability were realistic, sparking yet another round of online debate over the disparities between the two artists' methods. Some fans agreed with Jasmine, saying that Spice's refusal to accept an apology was justified given the seriousness of the event, while many others praised Spice's readiness to face the incident head-on and regarded her contrition as a sign of growth. A smaller group encouraged the two women to work together, emphasizing the importance of cast unity and putting aside personal grievances. A joint statement from the women and the show's producers caused them to think about the dynamics of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. The producers admitted to the event and promised to implement measures to provide a more secure and courteous environment for the cast members. The future was uncertain for Spice and Jasmine, but Spice stated that she wanted to make amends, and Jasmine's demand for specific accountability indicated that only time would be able to determine whether they could move past the incident or whether it would permanently define their relationship. The complex realm of reality TV, the violent argument between Spice and Jasmine on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta served as a catalyst for more extensive discussions regarding the moral, ethical, and emotional aspects of reality television. After everything had subsided, it was clear that the slap had permanently altered the lives of both women and served as a sobering reminder of the psychological toll reality TV can have. Dominated headlines and raised awareness of the more serious problems behind the genre's appeal and controversy. Drama is the lifeblood of reality TV, but at what price to Spice and Jasmine and other cast members? They frequently disclose their most private hardships, such as family disputes or professional demands, only to have those times cut into dramatic plots because of the debilitating emotional toll of living their lives under continual scrutiny. The cast members' emotional reserves may be weakened by the strain to remain current on the show. The distinction between entertainment and reality has grown more blurred, as demonstrated by Spice's candid apology after the confrontation. Cast members are urged to be authentic, but the cameras and the demands of the producers often exacerbate disputes that could be settled in private. Jasmine's discontent with the show's atmosphere highlights this tension when she charges the producers with fostering an atmosphere that encourages conflict. It is impossible to ignore the producer's part in managing the drama. To generate responses, producers frequently employ deceptive strategies like feeding them private information or pairing competitors. These strategies put individuals in emotionally taxing circumstances and raise tensions, even though they could make for entertaining television. Even if it means compromising their relationships or morals, cast members may feel under pressure to conform to their on-screen personalities. Moments like the Spice-Jasmine altercation, where emotions erupt in ways that might not have happened ordinarily, might result from this strain. Even though drama is essential to reality TV, things like violent altercations test the limits of what cast members and viewers can put up with. Supporters argued about whether the slap went too far, with some advocating for more stringent rules to stop such occurrences. Moral and ethical concerns regarding the boundaries of appropriate conduct on reality TV, as well as the obligations of networks to their cast and viewers, were also brought up by the occurrence. The episode also illustrates more general cultural factors, such how viewers watch and respond to drama on reality television. Viewers' desire for drama fuels the popularity of programs like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but it also feeds a vicious cycle in which conflict is rewarded with better ratings. Memes and contentious discussions on social media underscore the delicate balance between incidents like the Spice-Jasmine confrontation serve as warning tales as reality television evolves, emphasizing the need for increased openness, responsibility, and consideration in the genre for the sake of both the contestants and the viewers who follow their journeys. Is it the nature of reality TV to encourage such dramatic encounters, or do you think producers are to blame? Leave a comment below with your opinions. The heated argument between Spice and Jasmine on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has generated a lot of conversations about reality TV personal accountability among those who live their lives in the spotlight. Or are you in favor of Jasmine in the argument? How do you feel about reality TV's ethics? Should the staff and actors be subject to stricter regulations to prevent such incidents? Utilize popular hashtags such as Love and Hip Hop Drama Hog Spice v Jasmine and Ha. By participating in these conversations and keeping producers, networks, and cast members responsible, you will contribute to the development of reality television. Why don't you join the debate, share your opinions, and help us all make sense of this momentous period of time? While honoring the humanity of those who share their lives with us, it is still pleasurable. TV's past,